Okay, so as I promised, since it's 10:05, I just want to say good morning, everyone. Welcome to the opening session of All In's fifth anniversary event. Today basically marks the fifth anniversary of our journey, and today Devi, the founder and the head mentor of All In Space, on behalf of our team, entire team at All In, we would like to thank first and foremost our God, Jesus Christ, that All In could see today. It's only because of Him and for His glory only. And we also want to thank everyone, parents, students, teachers, school partners, and corporate partners as well, for all of your support throughout the years. You have shaped us and helped us grow. Without all of you, we won't see all the way we are today, actually. So, as an expression of our gratitude, we will be awarding a need-based mentoring scholarship for grade 11 students who plan to study abroad. And we are also keen to continue contributing to our alumni's professional growth through a corporate speed dating session sometime this week. And for our existing mentees, we'd like to provide them with a stage to exhibit their personal projects and student clubs as part of their exploration and portfolio building journey. And last but not least, we are dedicating the next 7 days for all of you. We have prepared insightful sessions tailored for every stakeholders, whether you're a parent or a student, a teacher or a corporate partner, a mentee or an alumni. So this coming week, starting today, feel free to join any session that you think would be beneficial for you. And for my session today, I'll discuss about the importance of personal brand in the university admission process and how you can develop yours during your high school years. And today I'll also be accompanied by one of our mentees who just received so many good news from the universities she's applied to this year. Her name is Valencia from Bina Bangsa School, PIC. And she'll be sharing her personal brand development process with all of you today as well. Valencia, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi everyone, my name is Valencia. I'm Ms. Devi's mentee from Bina Bangsa School PIC, and I'm so honored to talk to everyone here today. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I know that for some of you, this is your first time attending All-In's event. So just a little bit of introduction. All-In is an independent university consultant, which means we represent you, students and parents, and not universities or any other educational institutions, right? And we aspire to always be there when students and parents need us, especially when it comes to navigating high schools and preparing for higher education, right? So we guide students in grade 7 to 12 to get accepted into their dream universities. And in order to do that, like what we do is we do it through our admission mentoring program. This is basically a one-on-one mentoring program for high school students and also middle school students. And during this program, we basically will help you with working with two pathways. One is the profile building, and the other one is the university preparation process. So for the profile building, we will expose you to a bunch of different activities, whether it's volunteering, competitions, personal projects, internships, so that you can explore what you're interested in, what sort of issues you want to solve, how do you want to contribute, and reflecting on your own talents and areas of improvement as well. And the byproduct of that is that your CV, it's going to be your portfolio that you can use for applying for any kinds of universities as well as scholarship foundations. And for the university application process, will help you with shortlisting lists of universities, thinking about like how you can write your essays, brainstorming along with you, feedback, giving feedback to your drafts, and also, uh, get our essay editors team to help edit your essay and finalize them so that you can put your best life foot forward in the eyes of admission officers. Okay, but that's not all that we want to do. Like we want to make sure that universities is basically just a milestone, but what's after that? We want to help students to also get or break into their dream career as well. That's why we also have this career exploration program through our Junior Explorer for middle school students and Passion Explorer for high school students. And we understand that some of you probably also need help with academically. So that's why we also provide academic test prep and IB writing courses as well. Okay, so this year, like we continue to see excellent results of university acceptances by all of our mentees. So they've received offers from top universities around the globe, from Penn to UC Berkeley, to UC Berkeley Scholarship, to USC's Film School, to Johns Hopkins, UCLA, Imperial College, Yale NUS, and so on and so forth. So this is a really sweet gift for our special day today, and we are super, super grateful. This is a yearly reminder as well for us to always uphold our mentoring principles and, to always pour our hearts and the mentoring relationship that we develop with our mentees too. Now, since this is our 5th anniversary, I'd like to take you to watch a sneak peek of our mentorship program and how All in It Space has evolved throughout the years. So stay tuned. Oops. Okay.
Hello, we are All In. We are an independent university consultant. We started in 2016 assisting students with their application preparation to their dream university through our one-on-one mentoring program. We cover the topic of academic performance, exploration, personal brand, and writing skills. In 2017, we realized that some students need extra support in their academic prep. So our team developed SAT prep course and IB writing to boost their test scores and writing skills. In 2018, we created several experiential learning programs for students. We did a science research program where students get a chance to work on research projects with experts. Global immersion program, 5-day intensive workshop in various business subjects, company visits, and networking sessions with professionals. And also a junior development program for students who want to delve into the medical world through healthcare training with professionals. Some students have already explored their chosen field enough. That is why in 2019, we decided to work hand in hand with corporates to level up their exploration by placing them to internship or job volunteering. In 2020, we held even more events. Info session, application bootcamp, competition, edu fair, junior explorer, and patient explorer. Here we are in 2021. Until today, we have been supported by schools, company partners, reviewed lots of application and essays. We placed more than 50 mentees at top universities around the world.
They really helped me realize what I wanted to talk about and what I wanted to study. I remember I also had a lot of problems trying to write the Common App, and it was only after many discussions and countless drafts that we finally managed to get my story out.
My favorite thing about the All-In experience is the fact that there's such a close-knit community between the mentors and the mentees, as well as different speakers. There's so many different opportunities to help you build your portfolio, and the team really helps you from the beginning of high school, trying to build your portfolio to the whole application process.
I think all the advice, the feedback, the constructive criticism from the mentors helped me in improving myself in the application and also as a person.
deciding what I wanted to do for the future. And I'm really grateful that I was able to have a mentor whom I felt comfortable so I could freely express my worries and my thoughts about applying to university.
We promise that we will continue supporting you in realizing your dream, equipping you with the right skill and mindset. We are all in. Ready to take on your future? Remember, it's all in the prep.
Okay. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So that's basically our journey so far. And okay, without further ado, let's just take a look at how we are going to run our agenda today. So today is actually a long day. Like we have the opening just now, and then after this, like we're just gonna delve right into like the personal branding in the context of university applications with me and Valencia. And then after that, like all of our mentees will basically present their personal projects and student clubs, starting with AMPAS, Anak Muda Pintar Saham. So it's basically an investment club. So they're going to present their projects, and they're going to probably ask you to join their group as well. And then that would be followed by the personal project pitch. So all of the groups will basically do like a 5-minute pitch to all of you, maybe also students who are interested in joining their groups as well. And then we will have a Discord server open for students or parents or teachers who want to ask further about all of these students' projects. And then we have a break at 1 p.m. And then after that, we continue with the personal project presentation again by Dawn. It's basically a group of engineering students or aspire engineers. They're going to present about their Google Chrome add-on for colorblind people. So, and then after that, we have another group presenting, which is Somnolence. They're going to present about the importance of sleep. So they're basically from our mental health club as well. And then at 3, we have sharing session by our alumni. They're gonna share their experiences further with you, how they strategize their applications, and basically how they cope with university, with COVID-19 and all the situations abroad. They're gonna get all of those updates with you guys. So if you're interested, maybe parents who want to hear more, I know there are a lot of concerns about Asian hate crime and all of that. So yes, you can ask all of that questions during that session. And then finally for today, we have at 4:30 p.m. we have career coaching by Season HR. It's going to be led by Chitra as well later today. Oh, sorry, Felicia. Yeah, so that's today. And then basically we have more coming in the next week as well. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's just try to delve into personal branding 101. So today I'm going to discuss about the importance of it and the step-by-step of how to develop personal branding. Okay, so first of all, what is a personal brand? So in the context of application or university application process, okay, it's actually quite simple. It is 1 or 2 sentences that you would like the admission committee to remember about you. So this is a very, very, I guess, like simple yet complicated. So let's say if you think about Starbucks, or if you think about Kopi Kenangan, if you think about Samsung or Apple, you know exactly what comes into your mind, right? Or if you think about like a particular character, whether it's fiction or non-fiction, you know exactly what they represent as well, right? Maybe like, for example, Doraemon, probably someone or like a character who's very resourceful, right? Or Elon Musk, probably someone who's very innovative and very smart, all of that, right? So there are like characters and values that come into your mind or attributes for certain brands when you think about them, right? So in the context of admission process, this is very important because, you know, like this is a fact, right? when the admission officers read your applications or review your applications, they only will read it for 5 to 7 minutes. It's very short period of time. So after they finish reading your application, you want them to remember about you. Not only right after they review your applications, but also maybe a few days later, 7 days later, until during the roundtable meeting that they will have with the other admissions reviewer to discuss who get in and who doesn't. Okay, so that's basically that. But if you're still confused about what this is, we can break it down further. So basically, personal brand is a combination of three things. First, your academic interests, your personal interests, and then your core values or character. Okay, so why are academic interests and personal interests important? Of course, like we know, but academic interest is important because they want to know like what major you're interested in, why do you want to apply to to their school and stuff. But what about the personal interest? A lot of universities and scholarship foundations want to see candidates who are not single-minded, right? They want to see like multiple aspects of the students, but they still want to see, a certain spike and a certain specialization. So that's why managing 2 or 3 combinations of academic interests and personal interests are acceptable, and they will make you unique. Think about it this way, right? Valencia, for example, she's very interested in the medical field. She wanted to study neuroscience and other things, right? But there are also a lot of other students who want to do the same, right? And then, uh, and then think about it another way for personal interest, right? Someone who likes photography. So many people who love that. Valencia does too. But a combination of the two, which is like neuroscience and photography, those are a very unique combination, right? We'll ask Valencia about that later. But that's basically why these two things are very important. And character and personal qualities are equally as important because the universities want to build a positive learning environment. So that means you have to contribute positively. You need to bring positive vibes as well. So that's why they want to see like how you interact with other people, how you behave in the community, and how your community, I guess in this case probably through the letters of recommendations, the teachers, how the teachers perceive you as well. Okay, so that's basically what a personal brand is. Now, this is a tool basically to demonstrate your personal qualities as a unique candidate. Okay, and why is it important? So this is also key, right? The first one, I already mentioned it earlier just now. Basically, it helps you stand on the crowd because that combination will make you a unique candidate. All right, and then, but the next one is that it leads to opportunities, right? Someone who has a strong brand will attract a lot of institutions, whether it's job interviews, probably for internships, for speaking engagements, right? For networking opportunities, for partnerships, and so on and so forth as well. That also applies in the eyes of universities as well. Someone who's unique, they will want to provide opportunities for that kind of student or that kind of people. Okay, and the third one is that it inspires trust in your audience, right? Because they want to see, especially I guess going back to in the eyes of admission officers, right? They want to see not only someone who speaks, but also someone who walks the talk, right? So that's why like having a strong personal brand and evidences, it will inspire trust in your audience. So for example, if you're interested, in applying for a finance or a chemical engineering major or like neuroscience for that matter, like they will want to see, okay, like what have you done so far in order to pursue that interest, right? So personal brand actually it takes a lot of time, not just 1 week, 1 month, or 6 months to build that, but basically it's built throughout the years. That's why it's really important to start early. Okay, and yeah, so this is right, like let's putting it together in the frame of in the context of university application process. hopefully we all know that, for university application, the requirements, the basic or published requirements are academic transcript, standardized test scores, essays, CV, recommendation letters, and interviews, right? We will discuss this a lot more in the other session where we have this A to Z university admission requirements and process. So feel free to join that as well. But here we're gonna just focus on the personal branding itself, right? So now, like putting like how does the personal branding work when we look at these requirements, right? So the personal brand will serve as a backbone or a framework for your application, right? So your application should have a certain theme, a particular theme to it. And you can basically arrange whatever activities in your CV, like how you're going to write your essays according to your personal brand. All right. So that means your personal brand should be clearly communicated across all of these different aspects. Okay. These aspects should be consistent, should complement one another, and finally emphasize your uniqueness as well. Okay. Now, this is the step-by-step guide. Now that we know the importance, what is personal brand, let's look at the step-by-step guide. So these are the top 4 aspects of university application preparation, right? And we have these 4 pillars: personal brand, academic and performance, exploration, and writing skills. This is basically putting personal brand in the context of your preparation. First of all, academic performance first, right? This is very important because your historical performance is a great indicator of your future performance as well. Since the admissions officers don't know who you are, right, other than from your application, they don't know your capability, that the things that they only have with them is your transcript, right? So that's why that's basically like a testimony of your academic performance. Okay, so that's why you have to maintain that. And then the second one is exploration. For exploration, this is essential because it will help you to identify what you want to do in the future, right? You want to expose yourself to a bunch of different activities, and as I mentioned earlier, these activities will add up and it will show evidences, and as the byproduct, it will build your portfolio or your CV. One thing to note though, when you do exploration, do not do it for the sake of the university application process only, because then you will get burned out, right? And why? Because like you will have somewhat like double or dual life, right? In that sense. Why? Because like one thing, everything that you do, you will think about it. Oh, this is for my university application, and this is for my own personal stuff. And then you're gonna be like running like 2 different lives, 2 different kinds of lives, and it's gonna be tiring, and you're not gonna enjoy it. And at some point in time, you might actually get burned out. So focus, when you do like exploration, focus on figuring out what you're interested in, where your talents are, and align the two, right? Your personal and also like your university application thing, so that like basically it's 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Okay, and then like once you have like all this academic performance and the exploration, you've done all of these, you basically package it into your personal brand. As I mentioned, it's 1 or 2 sentences that you want the admissions officers to remember about you, right? Okay, now basically 50% of the work is done. But what is the other 50%? The other 50% is basically how you can communicate your personal brand and your uniqueness to the admissions officers. That's why your writing skills are also very important. Yes, a lot of top universities will do interview with you, but not all of them will, right? For example, UCLA, UC Berkeley, they receive 100, more than 100,000 applications every year. There is no way that they can interview everyone, right? So the only thing that they see you as a person is through your writing. Okay, so that's why your writing skills, your communication skills is also very important. Okay, so these are the 4 aspects of the university preparation that serves as a backbone for your preparation as well. And this is like where personal brand actually comes in to shape everything, to package everything. Okay, and how are we going to do that? So first, match your strengths, any world or community issues that you want to tackle, right? So first of all, think about like, what are your talents, right? Where are your areas of improvement? What kind of person you want to be? Look at your role models and stuff, right? And also think about issues that touch you or maybe make you excited to learn more about. And if you cannot think of any, you have to start now then. Like explore, explore, and explore. Okay. So basically, the matching process will take a long time. Okay. So this is where like a lot of students will spend most of their time with. Okay. And then the next one is, once you kind of like know, oh, your directions, what issues you want to solve, how you want to contribute to the community, and look at your talents, maybe areas of improvement. Now it's time to develop or upgrade your skills to excel in those areas that you want to contribute in. Online courses, workshops, self-study, ask your teachers at school, right? Do internships and all of that. You can basically be resourceful, and don't confine yourself, you know, just behind the school walls only, right? And then after that, you have to act on it and demonstrate leadership. Join your clubs in school or outside of schools. Create your own if there is nothing that interests you in school or out of school, and work on purpose driven projects. Think about your vision, think about what you want to solve, and then you create a project, gather your team, assemble team, assemble a strong one, and then be committed and actually do the work, exercise it, and be consistent about it, right? And if you're like currently, maybe um, uh, getting involved in an existing clubs at school, think about how you can create a legacy, right? Because every the projects or the clubs have already existed maybe long before you enter the school, right? So how are you going to demonstrate leadership? Is basically by creating a legacy. What is like this new breakthrough that you want to do? What is it that's different that you want to do compared to the previous years and all of that? Okay. Another way to do it is like doing research and internships. That also demonstrates leadership as well, because it's not easy to get research projects and also to get internships, especially for high school students, right? So that's why you have to struggle, you have to build your CV, and then like you have to do like interviews. It's basically an unfamiliar territory for all of high school students. And the way you cope with it, the way you solve it, the way you make your way through, it will show your leadership skills as well. Okay. And scale up your impact in the community as well, as like make sure that everything is up and running. Try to scale it up, maybe look for organizations that have similar passions or similar visions with you, and collaborate with them and make even bigger impact. Okay, and finally, the communications part, which is establish a digital presence. These days, everything is Googleable, right? Like if someone wants to know about Valencia, about me, you can just Google our names and then things that pop up, that's probably, like projects that we've done, or whether it's good or bad, right? And that's why it's also very important to clean up your digital presence as well, and show only positive things on your social media. Okay. So next, just like case study, a little bit of case study before we go to Valencia, right? So I have like one of the other mentor, right? Her name is Raisa. So what did she do, right, during the matching process? Okay, like so Raisa basically cares a lot about healthcare. So that's the issue that she wants to contribute in. So like her hobbies, things that she enjoy, are basically working out, consuming like healthy food, healthy drinks, and all that, right? And her strengths are actually big picture strategic thinking. So like business, entrepreneurship, running a project, and all of that, right? And then what did she do to develop? As she developed her skills, she took online courses in finance, statistics, Python as well, right? How does these two actually linked? You may ask, right? Let's take a look. How did she act and demonstrate her leadership? So she observed that most healthy sports drinks are imported these days. So, like she assembled a team to start this project called Nusa Trisha. So it's basically a whey-based healthy sports drink with Indonesian flavors, right? So she worked on the R&D side to optimize the price and the health benefits as well. And how did she scale it up? She collaborated with this coffee shop, Gamino Coffee, to reach wider audience, and she received even 10% royalty fee from it. And how did she establish this digital presence? It's quite easy these days, right? There's Instagram, there's LinkedIn, there's website that you can show and all of that. So that's basically just one from Raisa. Now, how about you, Valencia? Do you want to share how your progress? I'll go back to the previous slide here. Do you want to, like show your journey? Like how did you match your strengths and stuff? Do you want to use this or you have slides on your own?
I'll just use this one.
Okay, sure.
So I have an interest, of course, in the medical field. I really think that the medical field, especially in Indonesia, can be advanced, especially in the neuroscience section, because my family members, they have neuro problems with their neurological system. So I think that is an area that I really wanted to touch on, especially in my university education. So I think on that aspect, because I was a STEM student for a long time, I think one of my strengths is being like kind of like a science geek, kind of something like that. So to upgrade, because we don't learn neuroscience in school. I don't think we don't learn that in school. So to upgrade my skills, I took several online courses from Harvard, from different universities. They're all available online about neuroscience. I think that kind of added on to my interest and my knowledge. Then because also, like said just now, there's the personal interest section. I really love photography. I never thought that I could connect photography and neuroscience, but being able to connect those two together. So I created like an Instagram research page about medicine and art. So all of the art is hand drawn, but it explains kind of the reality behind medical scenes that you see in TV shows. So it's kind of an interesting thing to bring in people to see. For like other leadership positions, I have leadership positions in, like, for example, the prefectorial board or like the photography club. I think for projects and things, what I think about when I think about putting it in my application, I only put projects where either I made an impact or made an impact on me. So I think that's an important part to think of when we're creating our personal brand, like impact.
Cool. Thank you so much, Valencia. I think that's very insightful. So, oh yeah, by the way, for those of you who have any questions, anything about personal brand or anything about personal brand, and maybe questions to Valencia as well, please write or type your questions on the chat box, and then we'll get to there. Okay. So okay, thank you, Valencia. So I'll just move real quick. And then we'll get into the Q&A session. So I want to make sure that we have enough time to answer a lot of people's questions here. So just one thing, right? I want to suggest probably in terms of timeline. I think this is key, like grade 7 to grade 9, right? Explore, explore, and explore. Even if you think, oh, I think I want to be like Valencia, I think neuroscience is interesting, right? Don't close doors on any other things. Keep an open mind and just explore. Doesn't matter whether you think you will like it or not. You might actually be surprised that you can, like you probably picked an interest, your new interest somewhere along the line that you thought you will never, thought you will never actually get interested in, right? So grade 7 to grade 9, like explore, explore, and explore. And then as you get into grade 10 9 to 10, start pivoting your interests. Think about like, oh, which ones you like, which ones you don't really like, and then match it again, like with your talents, your areas of interest, and then start narrowing down your choices as well. And then this is where you will learn actually how to be committed and how to prioritize things, right? Because you cannot do like 10 different things all at the same time. Okay, and in grade 11 and 12, just like Valencia mentioned, impact, make meaningful impact, whether it's for other people or, like how you impact yourself in terms of learning, right? Make sure that you're really into what you're doing by grade 11 and 12, right? Because, I think especially grade 11 and 12 probably are one of the most stressful years in high school, very busy as well. And, make sure that's why like you need to make sure that you really like what you're doing and focus on the learning process as well. Okay, and this is some tips. Again, don't limit yourself to only in school opportunities. Be resourceful and creative. Be committed and make progress. I cannot stress enough about commitment and progress, because universities and scholarship foundations, they are really, really a big fan of commitment and also progress, right? Doesn't matter where you start, how slow or fast you develop, make sure you have to make progress and be committed. Okay, and finally, seek help or guidance as you need, whether it's from your parents, teachers, mentors, other fellow students, or other people, right? Partners, corporate, and all that. Use all kinds of connections that you have. All right, so so that's that. Thank you, but we're not done yet. I want to basically open the Q&A session here. So I think we have, maybe around 10 minutes for Q&A or 15 minutes. So does anyone have any questions? Okay, if no one has any questions yet, okay. Very, 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 very good questions. Any tips on how to find what you like? This is the $1,000,000 question, actually. Valencia, do you want to maybe give some tips, and then I'll add on and I'll also give my view as well.
I think for me is I kind of looked at my strengths first, like what was I good at. Then from there, I kind of discovered, like academic wise, kind of discover, oh, what part of this do I like? What part of this can I dive into more? As for the personal interest, I think it's really like, maybe it could be your hobby. Like, what's your hobby? Does it make an impact on you? If yes, then it can be part of like your brand, like, because it's who you are.
Yeah, so it's very good, right? I think I'd like to mention as well, like usually we always tell our mentees, like, okay, there's like this 2x2 matrix, right? Basically your strengths or your talents, and then also your interests, so like the ideal situation is that, combining both your talents and your interests, but sometimes it may not work, right? Or maybe you just haven't discovered it yet, or maybe you just haven't developed it yet, right? Either one of them, right? So sometimes, yeah, you can start by looking at your interests and then reflecting on your talents and areas of improvement, and see whether, like, if let's say, right, you're interested in, I think, photography, right? Because you probably saw like a lot of cool pictures and stuff, but then, well, obviously you probably haven't started doing photography yet. Obviously you don't have the skill yet, right? And then you have to research, okay, like where you have to improve, like how are you going to learn photography? Is it something that you want to commit to? Because it's going to take time as well, right? And if the answer to all of those questions is yes, then obviously pursue that. And then after a certain point in time, reflect again. How do you think your photography skills have been, right? Do you have the talents there? Do you have like, do you want to, if you, not everyone has the same talent, right? Just like badminton athletes, soccer athletes, and all of that, right? So, but sometimes hard work could prevail too. And the question is like whether you want to put in maybe 200%, 300% more effort compared to someone else who probably is naturally gifted in arts. And then again, so that's basically the iterative process, I think. I hope that kind of answers the question. So if Valencia looked at starting hers from the academic and also her talents first, I basically not suggest but also offers another point of view, maybe from the interest first, and see whether you want to commit to it. Cool. I hope that answers the question, RY. Another question: which one is more important between academic report and personal brand? Okay, this is a very good question as well. We will cover this a lot more in the A to Z university admission process session. But the short answer to that is it depends on which schools you're applying to. So for certain schools, not certain schools, so for certain countries, let's say Australia, right? They are very, very academic. Their admission process is very simple, not easy, but simple, because they tell you just, like, oh, if you want to apply for neuroscience, basically you have to take ABC courses or subjects in school, and then you have to score minimum of XYZ. So it's purely on academics. So there is no personal brand whatsoever for Australia, for example, right? But then for the US, it is very, very debatable. So the academic report is important just so that they know and they're comfortable, you can actually excel and keep up with their curriculum. So whether you get 89 or 95 probably doesn't make that much difference in the US, but probably makes a lot of difference in Australia. So something like that. Okay, I hope that answers the question as well. Valencia, do you want to add on that maybe?
Yeah, maybe I think it depends on the country, honestly. Like, for example, I applied to the UK as well. Their the personal brand doesn't really, you don't have to touch on the personal interest aspect. It's more of the academic interest. So, for example, I'm applying to neuroscience. All my activities have to prove that I love neuroscience and I know a lot about neuroscience. So it really depends on the country.
Yes, that's good. That's a very good answer. Okay, from Pak Hadi, any idea what connection we could present in the essay between interest in engineering major with strong musical aptitude? Wow, very specific. I think Valencia, maybe you can give some tips because like yours is also like neuroscience and photography, right? That's quite like far, like very STEM and very artsy as well. Do you want to maybe like give some tips on that?
I think for me, how I connected neuroscience and photography was I was using photography to advance my to show my interest in neuroscience. So to show my interest in medicine, or also to kind of make an identity for myself. Like these are the things that I learned from photography and how I'm applying them to neuroscience. I think in the case of engineering and music, you could. One of my friends also actually has the exact same connection, like also engineering and music. I think what they did was the lessons they learned from practicing music professionally and how they applied that into engineering. So like kind of using like the lessons, like you don't have to connect them directly, but using what you learned and connecting them together is something that you could do for engineering and music.
Right. I think it's more about like what are the transferable skill sets that basically are applicable to both, right? I think, for example, engineering and music, like both requires creativity. Maybe different things, but it's still creativity, right? Something like that. And then also preciseness as well, right? Being precise and stuff. Yeah. Good. I hope that answered the question. If it doesn't, feel free to like chat a follow-up question as well. So from Emily, the next one, what's that one mistake students kept making which hindered them from entering their dream university? Okay, I'll take this one. Valencia, if you want to add on, feel free to do that. And Sharon, I know you're there as well. If you want to add something, feel free to do that. And all of the all-in members here, if you want to chime in, feel free, okay? But for me, personally, Red, have been mentoring, like quite a lot of students. One mistake is that they're starting late and waiting until like the last minute to apply, or like to think about even applying. So some could be salvage, but not everyone, right? Because like when you're starting your application process rather late, by late meaning not only about the writing the essay part, but also like the personal branding development and all of that stuff too. Like you can only like have that much time, right? Even though you work 500% harder, or like 10 times harder than everyone else during that limited time frame, your personal brand can only be developed during that frame, which is like probably very short, and it doesn't show consistency and commitment throughout a long period of time. So when it comes about time, we have to be really, really careful because we cannot turn back time. So that's probably like the one mistake that I would say, yeah. But if you want, like specific mistakes, meaning, right, like during the essay writing process, or, like the CV making process or the interview process, it's probably not enough soul searching, not enough being specific, like just touching upon this surface area of everything, probably. Trying to be like well rounded rather than having like a spike uh, in your application. Okay, that's for me. How about Valencia? Do you want to add anything?
I think what Ms. Devi said about starting late is very, very true. It because especially like I kind of joined all in pretty late too. So, but thankfully I've already like started doing my activities from the years before. But for the essay writing part, I think if I had more time, I could have applied to more schools, definitely. um, um, but I think for me, the most important, like some people, I think some like the soul searching part, some people do activities for the sake of the application, and you can kind of see it when you write it, when you talk about it, that you aren't really passionate about it, and admissions officers can definitely see that you don't, that this has nothing to do with your application. They can see that it's like flat. I think that's kind of something that they see, especially in interviews. If they ask you about it, and they can tell if you're genuinely passionate about it or not. I think so. In terms of being genuine, I think you have to be genuine in your application.
Good. Sharon, anything?
Yeah, actually, just to chime in, I think I almost have the same answer as Valencia, but then, I mean, like, yeah, I agree with Valencia's answer and also your answer, Devi. But definitely, if I can also add, just to wrap up everything, I guess that also means like one of the mistakes that probably students will do is that, in planning everything, you're just thinking of, for the sake of the college application, like it's actually stretched far beyond your college application, right? Just like Valencia mentioned, like if you do everything just for your application, they are so trained, like application officers are so trained to see like a bunch of applications every year, and then they would probably come across similar stories here and there, and they definitely can see, whether you're really passionate or in what you're doing, and yeah, whether you're just, like maybe following the stream, like when your friends do this, and I might as well join this as well. So yeah, I think like really this is a journey not only to, to prepare for your application, but also to find yourself, I may say. So yeah, that's probably like one of the things that students can try to find more, and maybe through more exploration, that would also be one of the ways to do that.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I hope that answers the question. Okay, so we have another question here from Melinda. How do I choose my major if I have many interests? Should I just choose one that will give me a bigger chance to get a higher salary after school? Valencia, do you want to start, and then I'll also answer?
I think with when you're a student that's still confused what to take in university, This is why the universities in America is very tailored for this, because you can still maybe you could choose right now, choose a major where your interest is like you're in, you have most interest there. Because if you're in a university in America, there's more leeway. Like if you suddenly discover a new interest, there's still an opportunity to change majors, or even you can apply with no major. Like some universities allow you to do that, applying like pre-science or pre-business thing for someone with like a broader pool of interest. That's something that is useful.
Yeah, so I think let me add to that as well. Yeah, I think Valencia brought up a really good point here. Like the universities in the U.S. actually cater very well, right, for students who are still exploring, who are still not sure like where they want to be, right? But I think one thing that I want to point out is that like we as human, right? We are naturally wanting to fix something typically. If we see like something, oh sorry, if we see something is like not good in our eyes, right? We want to like fix it one way or another, whether it's like small or big, right? So I think one thing that you could do is like, okay, you have so many interests, right? And then just like what Valencia did earlier, is that like, okay, within like all these interests, like which one you are probably interested the most, and also think about like what sort of issues, what sort of problems that you think you want to solve or that you think you want to contribute to. I think that's basically like one of the ways to like narrowing down your choices. And also when you choose your major, right, you actually don't have to choose just one major. Like these days a lot of things are interdisciplinary. You can always combine two different majors, or like do like one major and a minor, do like a dual degree and all of that, right? Like, so once you kind of like set your vision, what you want to solve, what you want to contribute to, and then you um, plan backwards, right? In order to do that, what sort of skill sets that you have to upgrade, and look which major or majors that will help you achieve that. Yeah, and then in terms of salary or like money after that, I think when you do something, you have to have a mindset that you have to be the best in that field, so that you will keep pushing yourself, like every day, becoming maybe like Melinda version 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and then like try to be the best version of you. And then the money and the sustainability will follow as well. Of course, you have to work smart as well, yeah, along the way. Yeah. Okay. Sharon, do you want to add or?
Yeah, I think that already sums up everything.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So is there any other question? Okay. If not yet, yeah, I'm going to maybe like share. Okay, this is who we are, and then we're gonna share. Basically, like we have this upcoming events on the weekend of April 24th to 25th. This is Passion Explorer Light. That's why it's called Light, because it's only on weekends. But on this one, we are gonna basically do like a bunch of different workshops that are related to computer science. This is project based. This is hands-on. And this is experiential as well. So for those of you who are interested in computer science, wanted to explore more, or want to do like last minute CV touch up, this could be like one way to do it. Okay, and then like upcoming as well in the summer for middle school students or junior high school students, we have this AI based interest exploration. This is basically a combination, like how this is basically a project based program where you as a middle school student or junior high school students have to combine three different streams, which is business, design, and engineering, in an AI or machine learning project. Okay, and these are the dates. Okay, sometime in June during your holiday. And then the last one for high school students, we have this work experience program in June as well for a week. or no, 10 days, I think. So what you're gonna do there is that we are going to pair you up with a company, and then you can choose where you want to contribute to, whether from the life science side, the business side, or from the engineering side. We'll work with this particular company. We will consult their problems in these three different aspects, and you have to basically, formulate your ideas, and then develop a prototype for each of these streams, solve their problems, and finally present to them. And along the way, you will be in touch with this company, to understand more about their problems, site visit, and all of that. We are going to do these summer programs offline, actually. Yeah, it's about time. Okay, so that's that. And if there is no further questions, um, I would like to ask for parents here, to help us filling out the survey. So there is this QR code here. So we would be very, very grateful if you will spend some time to work on this, to fill up the survey. We will reward you with maybe with one of the experiential learning program from All In. But some of our corporates will also chime in as well with all of the rewards, which is listed here. And yeah, this is the survey is the purpose of the survey is basically for us to keep improving our programs as well for you in the future. So yeah, that would be great. Yeah, and then okay, still no questions, so I'm gonna move more. And then yeah, and after this, please stay tuned because our mentees will present their projects, starting with AMPAS, Anak Muda Pintar Saham, right? And then we have the 5-minute pitch from each of the club or the group, where you can join later on, and you can ask them a lot more about their projects, whether you want to join them or you just want to gather ideas. We will open a Discord server right after the pitch. So stay tuned, okay? So since it's already 11 and there's no other question, I'm going to pass the session to Sharon. But before that, thank you very much, Valencia, to basically help us share your experiences here. Valencia, I don't know what you mean by you want to apply to more schools. You've applied to 16 and got accepted to 13 schools. And all of them are really, 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 really good schools. But thank you very much for your help today. And also I want to wish you luck and also all of the positive things in your future endeavors in university as a college student. Stay humble. And keep being yourself and keep solving problems. Okay. Okay.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure sharing my experience today.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Sharon, I'll pass the session to you, and everyone, thank you very much, and stay tuned for the next programs. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Devi, and also Valencia. That's a wonderful sharing, and also some explanation and tips and trick for the personal brand. Yeah, so maybe I'll just start with the today's agenda, which is the student startup pitch and fair. Maybe you're wondering what are the differences of those, and then yeah, what are the agenda for today? But then I'm just gonna touch a bit upon what we have explained so far. So yeah, just now we already learned a bit about personal brand, right? Which is one of the 4 pillars of the university preparation. And another important part is basically the exploration, right? So which is why we also help students to connect to other peers or other students who have similar interests, and also encourage them to pursue those interests. Yeah, be creative, solve problems, collaborate with the others, and also make their ideas come true, right? So coming up next, we're actually on the 3rd bullet point over here. So we will have the special personal project showcase by AMPAS Group, Anak Muda Pintar Saham. and also followed by some elevator pitches from the groups over here. There are more than 10 groups. So each of them will have like around 5 minutes. So it will be a quick paced presentation. I think I would encourage everyone to stay tuned. I think there are a lot of different topics that you can explore. And if you do have some questions for the groups, you may directly ask or unmute yourself and raise your hand and ask the questions. But also later on, we will have the Students Personal Project Fair on Discord. So we will utilize another platform, Discord. I will also guide you through the way to get into the Discord platform. And there you will be able to directly interact with all the students, right? And then after the break, we will also go back with more special project showcase from Dawn and Somnolence. Okay, so I think, yeah, before we go into the special project showcase, I would also like to thank everyone, especially parents and teachers. Yeah, if you're here and I know you're very excited and anticipating your students or maybe your children who are gonna be presenting today. Yeah, we're so proud of them as well. And yeah, I think I will also encourage other students who are here to, you can actually be you can actually express your ideas and also make your dreams come true through the all in interest-based clubs over here. So yeah, please stay tuned on the next presentations. So I guess I would call the members of Compass.id. I think I saw here, I saw Rafi and also Khalif, Safa, and all the other members. Yeah, I think I would stop sharing the presentation for a while and call. Okay, I saw Khalif. Hi, Khalif. And also Safa were there. Wow. Hi, everyone. I think you're still muted. Okay. Wait, let me all right. Okay, I think there are gonna there's some rubbish. Let me see. Okay.
Hello, can you hear my voice?
Yes, right now we can hear you.
Okay, so prior to the live podcast, so we're Compass.id. We're a student-led investment community towards the betterment of financial literacy and stocks investment in Indonesia towards Indonesian teenagers. So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just start. So hello everyone. So we're Compass.id, as I've previously mentioned. So in today's event, we're gonna have our live podcast. So if you have any questions regarding the content that you're sharing and anything about stocks, like economy and whatnot, and even our project itself, you can unmute your mic and then ask us a lot of questions. We are open to it. So let's start. Okay. So why should we invest, right? Salva, let's like open it. Why should teenagers like us invest? Why should teenagers in like 10th grade, 9th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade start investing?
All right. So, well, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Alpha. I'm part of AMPAS, and I'm currently in the 9th grade. Okay. So, to answer Khalif's question, why do we need to invest as early or as possible, or like Khalif said, in teenager? So, basically, investing is how you put your money to work through some financial instruments out there, and over time, after you let your money work, you can enjoy the dividend or the payout from your investment. So one thing to note, one thing that is important in investing is time. So if you start investing as early as possible, for example, like in me and Khalif age, like we're 15, 16 right now, mathematically, we will have bigger amount of money in comparison to other people that, for example, start invest when they're 20 or when they're 30. So this is why we are focusing on promoting investing in teenage. So basically, teenage kids today in Indonesia who will be the next generation 20, 30 years from now uh, could have they could have wealth, and also they could be financially stable later on. So as you can see in the presentation, there are two main things to build. Why should we invest? The first one is to build wealth, and the second one to preserve wealth. To build wealth and to preserve wealth, there's this thing called compound interest. Maybe Khalif, can you explain what compound interest is to?
Okay, so compound interest is said by Albert Einstein to be one of the uh, wonders of the world, right? So let's say you start investing with a relatively medium to big number, right? 100 million. Let's say you have 100 million to start investing, right? And your annual return is around 10%. So in the first year of you started investing, you'll have your initial amount, which is 100 million. The second year, you'll have 110 million. Okay, so that's very good. You already have 10 million passively through your investments. And then the next year, you're gonna generate a return of another 10%. So that's around 120 something percent, 120 something million, right? And the process will go on like forever if you can maintain that return. So compound interest, the key to compound interest is your return and your time. If you start early, you can have years to come to exploit that compound interest ability, right? And when you're younger, you have more appetite for risk. Therefore, you can have much bigger returns than when you start investing, let's say, when you're 25, 30, or even later in your life.
And one way you can picture this is, for example, if you have ever been somewhere with snow, if you throw snow like in a hill, when the snow rolls, it suddenly become bigger. And like this is exactly how compound interest works in investing. It might start small. You might start with not much money, but if you keep doing it consistently over time, your investment will be very big. Yeah. So here, why do we start AMPAS? Okay, Khalif, can you explain why do we decide to start AMPAS?
Sure, Salva. So uh, we see a problem, right? That a lot of Indonesian teenagers are not open to the idea of learning uh, financial literacy and investment in a very young age. That's why, like, we gather around 5 or 6 teenagers that are interested in financial literacy and also investment to make a community that will help and teach teenagers like us to be able to invest, to be able to manage their output, their input, and to actually, like, along the way, grow our money, grow our wealth, so we can be financially free faster, maybe in our like 30s or 20s.
Yeah, can you go to the next slide, Khalif? Okay, so yeah, and you might ask why financial literacy is important. Like basically, when you earn money from let's say your 9 to 5 jobs, like those money will most probably be spent most on your monthly expense, right? So if you spend as much as you make, even after working 10 years, you will still have zero rupiah or $0 in your bank account. But if you build a habit to preserve some of the income that you make in a month or in a certain period, and you put those money in financial instrument through investing after years and years of work, when time come and you need to have your pension, you by then you will already have a lot of money to enjoy your pension. So it's not only about making money, but also what you do with the money that matters, right? And so to the next slide, please, Khalif. Yeah, and financial instruments. Like we've been talking about investing, but like what are the financial instruments available out there? So like, well, you might know some of the most basic ones like stocks, real estate, houses. There are also like bonds, the government bonds. And for more advanced investor, there are also stuff like commodities like oil, crude palm oil, or rare metals like gold. Even gold is a common instrument for people to invest. And also there are currencies, fiat currencies like the US dollar or the Indonesian rupiah, or even cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, uh, which have been trending these past years. And yeah, basically through these financial instruments, you can all make money through each of these. But like our organization, AMPAS is focused mostly on stocks. There's a reason for it. Khalif, can you help tell the audience why we focus on stocks?
Sure. So the reason why we focus on stocks is that stocks is basically the cheapest way to start investing. Why? Because let's say you want to invest in real estate, right? You want to buy a house. Let's say that house costs 10 billion, right? So let's say you wanna you need to pay 20% on the down payment, so you need 20 billion. So sorry, you need 20, you need 2 billion of your money, and then you will pay out the yeah, and then you will take the bank loan from the bank. So it's around 8 billion, right? And that's already a lot of money, right? But when you invest in stocks, you can actually start with only 50,000, and especially in Indonesia, where like, there's a stock that trades at only around 500 rupiah a share. So when you buy 100 shares, it only costs you like 50,000, or maybe with the trading fee, maybe like 51,000, which is very cheap. And I think all of us have 50,000 or 100,000 laying around somewhere in our house, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and some other reasons why we focus on stocks are, yeah, first one is stocks are very related to the economy growth. So, for example, Indonesia, which is a developing or emerging country with a GDP growth rate of 6-7% annually, which is categorized as quite high. You see, you can take this growth rate, you can take the opportunity of the broad economy, you can take the advantage from it by investing in stocks. By investing in stocks, basically you can take advantage of the economic growth. Other than that, stocks also relatively have you can access information easier through stocks. Like you can open the internet. There are many pages, there are many websites that will give you information about the stock itself, and also how you can learn stocks, right? And one other reason is stocks has a business behind it, and a business is a cash flow producing machine. So unlike some other investments like commodities and currencies, which price is determined by supply and demand, stocks is safer because it basically produce money. through its business. Yeah. And next, Khalif will present stocks in Indonesia.
Okay, so as me and Salah have previously mentioned, that stocks are very correlated with the economy, and if you're in Indonesia, right? Indonesia is one of the fastest growing economy in the world. So our GDP growth rate is around 6% annually. Well, that may seems very small, like only 6%. Are you sure? Yeah, 6% is actually very big if you want to compare it to like Singapore, Malaysia, and other Southeast Asia countries, and even the United States of only around 2 or 3% annually. And also Indonesia is poised to be one of the largest economy, actually the fourth largest economy in the world by 2050, which is unthinkable, which is very great if you know how to strategically position yourself to grow your money with Indonesia, right? And also for the past 10 years, Indonesia's stock market has provided a significantly better return than the UK market, Hong Kong market, France market, Singapore market. Maybe the only, the only competitor to our return is the US, which is the big, the big guy in the economy, right? And also, there's a new emerging sector in in Indonesia, which is the digital sector. So the digital sector, 6 or 7 years ago, was a very nascent. It was a very nascent industry, right? When Gojek was just started by Pak Nadiem Makarim, when Tokopedia was just started, Bukalapak, and so on. As you can remember, when Gojek first started, there were a lot of riots in Indonesia because the ojek pangkalan cannot compete with Gojek's efficiency of its online ride-hailing service, and this is followed, and this digital trend is also being followed by a lot of businesses, banks, retail companies, and many other companies, because due to this COVID-19, the digital plan uh, like has been put in a fast lane. So the plan for 6 or 7 years from now, it's actually happening right now, which is very great if you know how to invest in digital companies. And Salva, more because you're a tech guy, right? You can explain tech better than me, much better.
Yeah, so basically, like Khalif said, the digital industry has a very big opportunity in Indonesia. Well, we can see from like the multi-billion-dollar startups that Indonesia have, named Bukalapak, Gojek, Tokopedia. These startups have grown so fast. Uh, well, we might ask, or like investor ask, or people ask, can we take advantage of this? The easiest way to take advantage of this is through investing in the capital market. And well, lucky news for y'all right now here. These multi-billion-dollar startups like Gojek, Tokopedia is looking for IPO in the Indonesian stock market. So if there are any great times to invest in the stock market, I think right now is a really good time. So like before this decacorn, this unicorn IPO in the stock market, you can get yourself around the condition of the stock market. You can know more about the stock market to prepare yourself. Because believe me when I say, like by the time this multi-billion-dollar startup lands in the market, they will grow fast and exponentially. Those investors who see this opportunity will enjoy a very big payout later on. Okay.
Okay, so we have mentioned the good things of investing in stocks, right? And now we're gonna share like the danger of investing in stocks. Not saying that investing in stocks is dangerous, no, but you gotta control the things that you can control, like your analysis, the stocks that you're buying. So this is an example a of a small to medium bank in Indonesia called Bank Bumi Arta. So around mid March this year to early April, a lot of banks are proposing to OJK to be a digital bank, and because of that, the stocks skyrocketed like around 500%, 1,000% in a couple of weeks, right? Which is insane, and I sadly missed that opportunity. But then, just like a week ago, all of those digital bank stocks plummeted by 50 by more than 50-60%, which if you bought it at the peak of the price, you will lose more than half of your money, right? And this is why in AMPAS we are going to teach you how to carefully pick a stock to invest, and also tailor it to the risk that you're able to take. And Salva, maybe you wanna explain about
Yeah, well,
stocks
yes.
something?
Um, so basically, even in the market, you can lose money, but there are actually ways where you can avoid losing money. The first one is to understand your risk appetite. So what I mean by risk appetite is basically like this. For example, like me and Khalif right now, I'm 14, Khalif is 16, and we're very young. So let's say, for example, we accidentally invest in this Bank Bumi Arta stock, and we lose half of our money. But because we are still young, we still have a lot of time to regain back that money. But that's not the case. Like for example, for me Sharon, like me Sharon is much older than me and Khalif. So basically, if like me Sharon lose half of her money in this kind of investment, it would not be good for her, because she already has have expenses and obligations that she need to fulfill on her own. So this is what I mean by risk appetite, and a prudent investor must understand each of their own risk appetite, so they can determine whether this investment is worth the risk or not. Because when you look at investing or in stocks, it's not only about the reward you can get, but also the risk. That's why there are metrics such as the risk reward ratio to determine whether investment is worth it or not. And also, other than that, before investing, you must also perform analysis. Like there are a lot of analysis, like macro analysis, the economy, the broad economy, the fundamental analysis, specifically in the company. Also, the technical analysis where you look at chart patterns and all that. Well, there's a lot of it, and later on you can learn many of it. Like you can learn how to analyze with us here in Ampas. So if you join us, you can learn more about uh, how to analyze a stock. And why analysis is important is also because like these days, many people only buy stocks because of the recommendation of other people. Like even for example, since investor in Indonesia have doubled this past year. So basically, before COVID, there are only like 1 million investors in Asia, but currently there are 2-3 million. Like people, the seasonal investor are taking advantage of this momentum to become an influencer, especially in stocks. So, like when you perform your own analysis, even if you want to follow the recommendation, you can determine on your own whether this company is good and whether the risk this company uh, contains a good potential going forward, right? So that is some of the tips we can give you to avoid losing money. But there also another one, the mindsets. Can you explain the mindsets needed in investing, Khalif?
Sure. So touching on the topic that we're still very young, we're still in our teenage years. Uh, we have like 60 to 70 years to our life, right? It's a very long life. Like if you're in if your if your target is to entry and exit a stock in like only a month or two, you will narrow your opportunities. But if you are thinking, oh, I will have a long life, maybe 60 or 70 years uh, uh, from now on, maybe I can broaden my horizon to maybe invest in this company inside of this company, which will only give me momentarily pleasure and with a high risk from if I invest in this company, which is safer and will provide me with capital gain and dividend in the next 10 or 20 years. And that's why in AMPAS we are also gonna provide our community members with with a sort of an investment research that we have curated. And this is not a stock recommendation, but this is just like to show, oh, this is how you make an analysis, this is how you should analyze a stock. And if I may, I want to share the example of the research that we'll give. So okay, so this is one of the example of the stock that we analyzed. It's Pakuan Jati. It's the real estate holding company that owns Gandaria City, right? So we'll start with the investment thesis, long or hold or sell, uh, and then the company overview, the business model, like how the company generate their business, who founded the business, who are the CEOs, who are the directors, who are the commissioners, right? And the in-depth analysis of the company. So let's say the the company is a real estate company, right? We'll provide you with the land bank, the revenue by geography and whatnot, and then the competitive advantages of the company. Also, we'll give you our target price. This is not to be followed, but as an example or as a north star uh, for your target price. We we'll give you the DCF analysis, the relative value, the and other metrics of analysis that's possible. So yeah, that's sorry. Yeah, so Salva, what are the other things that we can help?
All right. So before talking about this, I want to give the takeaways to what me and Khalif already said. So basically, as you can see, investing is a really powerful tool, and the earlier you start, the more dividend, the more payout you can get later on. But one thing that we cannot forget also, the best investment we can do is an investment to ourselves. What I mean is an investment through knowledge. For example, if you buy a book about investing, say one of the most well-known book, The Intelligent Investor, you buy that book, and the knowledge you gain from the book will eventually give you a much returns that you cannot imagine. Like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, when he learned investing from his guru, Mr. Benjamin Graham, in the 40s, he learned a lot. So basically, like from those knowledge, you can then enjoy bigger return from your investment. So the best investment you can do is basically to yourself. All right, Khalif, you can continue now on some things.
Okay, so we also provide research driven posts in our Instagram. Actually, right now you can open your Instagram and then search ampas.idx. That's our official Instagram. So the examples of the posts that we have post are the secret of compound interest. Why compound interest is important. How can you take advantage of that? Different styles of investing, which personally I highly recommend you to read about because it can broaden your investment style. What are stocks, which is very basic, right? And the advantages of investing in Indonesia. So yeah, so we'll provide you with the Discord link in the chat below, in the chat room. And Salva, any other closing remarks that you want to share to the people?
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think there's more. I just want to remind, if you all are interested in stocks, like from what we had just said, and you want to learn more, make sure to join us. Okay, yeah. And maybe now, is there any question, Miss Sharon, from the audience?
Yeah,
We are
I think.
open to,
Oh,
we are open to a good Q&A session.
yeah, so thank you again, Khalif and Salva. I think just now a lot of us here just have a quick and very good introduction about your club and also about investing in general. I think there are some questions over here, and yeah, I mean, like I can address some of them, and then you, both Salva and Khalif, please feel free to add in. But then yeah, so ampas.id, Ampas, Anak Muda Pintar Saham, and also the other upcoming groups that we'll be presenting today are part of All In's interest-based clubs, our student clubs. So yeah, basically we are here. We try to facilitate students to meet with other students as well who have similar interests, and yeah, so they will establish their own projects or there are meetings and activities. And actually, I haven't really explained in the beginning. These groups, including AMPAS, they have been working since I think around November last year, right? Yeah, so it's been like around 4 months or so. And yeah, so today I think this is a very happy day for everyone of the students over here. Yeah, so probably I will also put this back to Salva and Khalif. So do you guys have a certain time to meet and discuss? So far, how's your meetings?
Our internal meeting, like we meet, me and Salva have met last year, right? In All In's yeah. And we have regular meetings like every other night to discuss on the plans and the execution of the plans.
All right. Yeah, so and then if you want to know more about AMPAS and all the activities that is coming, I think we will have, as I mentioned earlier, we will have a certain session which is on Discord where you can directly meet and ask the group members directly after this. And yeah, because we have like a lot of groups coming to present their projects after this, I think we're quite short on the time. So thank you very much, Salva and Khalif. I think later in a few minutes you will be presenting again, just for like the upcoming plans, and also like more members might be want to join in as well. So thank you very much for Salva and Khalif. For more contact details, I think you will also show that to your. You can also show that later on, yeah, in the elevator pitch, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Take care.
All right. Okay. So thank you, and I will be sharing my screen once again. Okay. Right. So we have the student startup pitch. Yeah, we call this a pitch because every one of the coming clubs after this, yeah, we'll have around 5 minutes of presentation and also Q&A. It would be on the info on their projects or activities, how to join them, also some more context. There will be 13, actually, to be exact, 13 consecutive group presentations and one book launch from our mentee. So that was very exciting. And again, questions are welcome. If you want to have any contact details or any other questions, just type your interest in the chat box, and also they will probably show that in their slides. And make sure to join our Discord session after this. So yeah, here are the icons of the clubs that we'll be presenting today. So the first one I would call Business Lab. So we have Dhanendra, Emily, and Helena. So I will be pausing my screen and pass this to Business Lab group. Hi, are you guys there? You can unmute yourself right now. I think it's been set up so that you can answer or unmute yourself.
Yeah, hold on. Should I share my screen?
Yep. Let me know if there's any problem that I can help you share the screen too. Okay, I can see that right now. Okay, Helena, go ahead. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'm here with Danat and Emily, and together we founded Business Lab. So Business Lab, our mission and vision, Business Lab is a student-led platform that aims to share knowledge and insights about business-related topics. During the pandemic, we have seen a lot of MSMEs come and go, which spark concerns all over the world, especially in Indonesia. We aspire to create impact in the business field through an open platform where we share our knowledge about business and hopefully inspire you to start not just an innovative and creative business, but also long-lasting ones that can survive in the market. So welcome to the family, and here's to success. I think Emily or Danat can take over.
Yeah, I think Helena, if you can also share a bit about your some projects, not only the one that's shown here, but then any activities that has been going in your in Business Lab so far.
Okay, so our project so far, we've opened an Instagram page surrounding like business-related topics. It's at business_lab.id. We post weekly and also share stories. And our posts try to focus on fundamentals of business, especially for teens like us that are new to the business world. And we also do weekly meetings with our club members where we discuss business-related topics. So this is a sneak peek of our project and our Instagram account so far. Yeah. Danat, if you want to take over.
Here, I think you can unmute yourself. I think it's working right now. Oh, I think he's been disconnected, I think. So yeah, I think I can maybe if I'm one of the student that want to join your club, Helena, how can I contact you or Business Lab? Yeah.
You can contact us through our Instagram. You can direct message us through our Instagram, or if you have any more questions, you can drop by in the Discord later on.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, is that all? Anything else that you want to show?
No, that's it, I think.
Okay, great. So yeah, Business Lab is a club that is discussing more about like helping MSMEs and also some entrepreneurship tips. and discussions. So I think for students over here, if you're interested in business, in discussing the current topics in entrepreneurship, please again remember to join our Discord session after this so that you can also apply for some positions, I think, in the team as well. So yeah, thank you very much, Helena, for the presentation. Is there any questions from the audience, by the way? I think we still have time for this. But if not, yeah, you can also address your questions later on in the Discord platform. Okay, so thank you very much, Helena. I think we will go forward to the next group. Thank you. So I will call now the second group, which is called Dawn. I think this is a very interesting project by Aaron, Salva, and Noble. So yeah, this is a very unique project, I think. And later on, after the break, they will have like some short demo. So yeah, maybe we'll need to hear some information about that first. And I welcome Salva, Aaron, or Noble to present your introduction to the of the team. Okay, Noble, can you unmute yourself? I think it's been set up.
Oh, okay then. So good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be presenting about our project, which we call Dawn. What is Dawn? Dawn is a youth-led organization developing technology that cater to the needs of the disabled. We hope to make their lives more convenient and improve their lifestyle. So our vision is to create a world where people with various disabilities will live more conveniently with the help of technology. Our mission is to develop software and products that can make people's lives more convenient, focusing on assisting the disabled. Our current project is a Chrome extension that applies color filters on the user screen to enhance color vision. So as you can see, this is the difference between applying red-green saturation enhancement. So this is the before and after picture. And if we apply the color blindness filter for deuteranopia, which is the red-green color blindness, it's very clear that you can see that this is much more vibrant than the original picture. So member benefits that you'll obtain from joining us will be gaining programming experience and increasing connections to nonprofit organizations assisting disabled people.
Yeah, like so if you want to join us, because like right now we're looking for more members to help us program and also to market some of our uh, uh, application and also our basically our projects. You can contact us through WhatsApp or through Discord. You can maybe take a time to screenshot this, or later in the all in Discord you can ask more if you're interested in it. All right.
Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Right. So yeah, any questions from the audience about this current project? So again, like I think I would need to recite again, like Noble, what in which grade are you in right now?
Grade 8.
Grade 8. So and Salva, which grade are you in?
I'm 1 year older than, but I'm in grade 9.
Okay, so grade 9. And Aaron, I think, is Aaron here? I think he's in grade 10, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah. So I think this is such an exciting project. You know, like since right now you're still in, I would say in you know in Indonesian system, it's still considered like middle school, right? And then yeah, and also you guys are from different schools, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, again, I think this is another exciting part of in all ins clubs that we also help to mix and match students from different schools. Although right now, like I think more club activities are being canceled, so that yeah, but then like this kind of project, we can connect students that have some interest in coding and technology together to create a useful project. So yeah, any question from the audience? But I think if not, we can, yeah, I think you can screenshot just now. Okay, that's all. That's okay. Like, we can you just direct everyone to the Discord platform later on. Again, I will go through that again with you guys after this. Yep. So if that's all, thank you very much for Dawn. I think I will call the next group, which is Flash Street. So we have Karen, Aaron, Farrell, and Rachel. So yep, for Flash Pre. Okay, thank you, Karen, for sharing. Okay, the time is yours.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Karen, and my club consists of me, Farrell, Aaron, and one of our alumni is Rachel. And I'll be thinking about Flash so much photography club. It also has this like programming and business side of it. So our vision and mission, our vision is a world where photo shoots are available at the tap of a button, where student photographers can build their portfolios without the hassle of manually finding clients. And as for our mission, it's to develop an app easily used by both photographers and home business owners, and market the app to gain a large user base. So what are we doing now? For creating an online where customers to hire photographers selected. Secondly, is to develop an app and thirdly, marketing the platform into free opportunities as well as paid platforms where we could advertise to a large number of young photographers. So here are actually some footages of the photographs and images that we have taken so far. So as you can see, there's like donuts. So we're trying to focus more on food right now. And this is what you're gonna see on our webpage soon when you're trying to book your photo shoot. So how to join? If you would like to join our club, we request that you send an email to both of these emails at the top of the page. And what are we looking for in recruiting members? Firstly, marketing and advertising. Secondly, business management. Thirdly, skills in improving and maintaining an electronic platform. And thirdly, at least some knowledge of photography. And when you email these emails, the emails that I've showed you, and what you're gonna put in your application is firstly your name, age, and school year, as well as where your school is at, strength, capabilities, and a reason as to why you're interested in joining our club. Some benefits of joining Flash Free is that it improves your photography and programming portfolios, and it gives you exposure to real world programming and marketing, and lastly, some businesses and home industries. So for all of you who are interested in photography and being a student photographer, as well as improving your programming skills and showing your business skills as well, you are all free to join Flash Free, and we hope to see you on our Discord soon.
Great. Yes, thank you very much, Karen. So Flash Free is a platform to gather student photographers, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, I think this is a great opportunity for students over here who are interested in photography as well. Maybe I would also, I mean, in the process of doing this, I think you're building your own prototypes, right? For the application or like for the platform. Maybe if you could share a bit of your platform for us, Karen.
Oh, so actually, we're still working on it, and the people who are most involved in like programming and stuff is Aaron and Farrell. So if Aaron and Farrell would want to discuss further, please.
Yep. Yeah. So probably while waiting for them, Karen, if you could share again, I think because this is a very good idea to, especially right now during COVID, a lot of businesses are in dire need of like home photographers. And so far, could you share to us like some clients or like some food products that you have been working on till now?
Sure. So it was in. Okay, how do I? Okay, so I can't turn back the presentation first. Like donuts, and like there's like this nasi kuning. So that nasi kuning person was actually like this home cook who is trying to make some more chiching, but and that and besides that, we started taking pictures of, for example, Union's donuts, and then they were like, if you guys know Dolab, yeah, we took pictures for Dolab as well. So I mean, it's a pretty fun and flexible club. So if you're like trying to Gojek something, you might as well just take pictures for it as well.
Right. Yeah, so again, I think this is also exciting for food enthusiasts out there. If you want to try, expanding or like exploring your interest more than just maybe like trying different food, but also like taking photographs of new foods. I think, yeah, please feel free to contact Karen and also other members of Fresh Free. I think for the prototype, we can check it out on the Discord later on. Thank you, Harold. So yeah, we will be looking forward to that after this session. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, I think we will go to the next group, which is going back actually to Pass.id. Right now, I think I will be calling other group members as well to join Khalif and Salva as shown in the beginning. Yeah, if you could share like some basic information about your groups, about what are coming next, and maybe some footages of your past meetings. I would probably call who, yeah, Rafi is here, Shelby as well, and also Salva and Khalif, of course. Hello again.
Hello.
Yep. So yeah, please some quick info again on right now maybe more basic information about the club itself.
Yeah. Rafi's going to present.
Sure.
Go ahead, Rafi.
Khalif, sorry, I was muted before. Khalif, are you gonna screen share or do I screen share?
You can screen share.
Can screen share, Rafi.
There we go. Okay, let me press the screen share button. There. Okay, so Khalif, you can begin.
So hello everyone. Hello again. I'm Khalif. So this is just like a small presentation of what AMPAS is. Rafi, next slide. Rafi.
Okay. Okay, wait. Sorry. So Khalif will begin the introduction while I will talk about who we are, and Shelby Steffi will talk about the vision and mission. Okay. Wait.
Maybe if you have, I can assist in sharing the screen if you guys need it.
No, it's fine. We got it covered. It's fine. It's just the wrong slide before. Okay.
A lot of club activities.
Pretty slow. Wait.
So I think while we're waiting for this, I think I will also ask other group members, maybe like Shelby or Rafi as well. Like what are the challenges so far in building AMPAS? Like I think right now with the COVID and stuff, I think more teenagers are interested in investing, right? So are you guys the part of this wave?
We're not part of the wave. I think Khalif, especially Khalif and Salva, they started before the wave. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. But we are trying to like get people who are in the wave currently, like teens who are in the wave of investing, to invest wisely and not follow the pom-pom endorsements of, Indonesia's stock investment community.
Yeah, I heard that term. I saw that somewhere in the chat box.
Yeah, Mr. Hadi yes.
Right.
Okay, so loading.
Maybe I can share the screen.
Okay, Khalif, I think you can screen share because mine is still slow.
Okay, can you see my screen right now? Present, right?
Rafi, you can stop sharing.
Yep, done.
Okay. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, hi, hello again. I'm Khalif. I'm from Ampas. So yeah. So so today in this pitch, we're gonna like explain what Ampas is, why you should join Ampas, what are the benefits, what can we provide, and so on.
So at AMPAS, we aim to develop in teens an early understanding of stock investing so that they can secure financial welfare in a world full of uncertainty.
Stephanie? Okay, so basically, we are a production house that focuses on all things stock related. We upload regular video podcasts, industry outlooks, eventually, and occasional stock analysis. And Khalif and Salva, they specialize in this. So let's talk about who we are exactly. Khalif, can you go to the next slide? So who are we? All right, so we are an investment-related production house. Like we produce stock-related content, as I said before. But you might be asking right now, what exactly do we do? So, Khalif. So we begin our journey with Instagram. Instagram, our platform, Ampas.idx, is where we reach our audience, where we connect with them, where our audience reaches us. So since Instagram is a very wide and broad network, we can reach many people, and we can introduce them to our content, to what financial literacy is and stock investing, basically like the fundamentals of what financial literacy and stock investing are. That's what we focus on our Instagram. And then we move on to talk show. This is where in the next step of the funnel, where we introduce our audience to our talk shows, basically where we get a little more comfortable, where we talk about with our team, we discuss about like the various topics of financial literacy and stock investing. Maybe it's about someone said looks like Avengers. Maybe it's about why I should invest. Maybe it's about like how the stock market is in Indonesia currently. Basically, talk shows where we discuss stuff, and this comes in the form of podcasts where we publish that on Spotify and YouTube. We'll send the link soon. So the next step is interviews. Of course, no talk about financial field is complete without expert opinions and expert analysis. We don't want to just bear the full burden of the broad, vast financial field by ourselves. And so we introduce financial experts in the finance industry to talk, and we invite them to give their opinions and understanding of the entire industry. So our audience can also be guided in the right path. And the last step of the journey is community. This is where we make the community, Pasto ID community, as seen in the Discord server before. So we can continue to talk and meet with each other who are passionate in the same interest of stock investing. So yes, next slide. Sawa?
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay, so how to join? Yeah, it's very simple. So like in the chat, I've sent a link to our Discord. You guys can just join the Discord. Like Rafi said before, in the Discord there will be like daily updates, regular research and report that the team will prepare, and also communities to interact and learn with. And yeah, so join us to learn more about investment and to make money together. Yeah.
Okay,
So
is
as
this
being
the
a
last
Pasto
one?
ID, thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions? Khalif, Salva, and I can possibly answer that.
Yeah, okay. Yep,
About
thank you very much, everyone. Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you very much. I think because we're a little bit short on time, so I guess I will address every questions to the Discord platform after this. And yeah, thank you very much again for AMPA's group. I think this is another very exciting project. Thank you. And I will quickly move forward to EduShare. So this is another group, right? Thank you very much for the swift transition. Yes, just now I think it's Rashika, yeah? Right? Okay, I think you're, oh, sorry, I think you're still muted. Okay, is it okay now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
So my group is EduShare, and sorry. Our vision and mission is that we're a group of high school students who are highly concerned with the accessibility of English education for underprivileged classes. We aim to promote English education to underprivileged youth age 12 and below by hosting classes in writing, listening, and speaking, as well as providing learning platforms by the use of social media. By doing so, we hope to ensure that those who are less fortunate are not disadvantaged by their background and share knowledge with others. So what we do is promote English education to underprivileged youth age 12 and below. Our project is to first understand the needs of these youth through a survey, then provide products and services that specifically solve their problems, and to deliver content through YouTube and other offline channels. You can join our group, our club, by scanning this QR code or going to this link. And member benefits include the opportunity to help those with less access to education, to gain organizational skills, to improve your CV, and give the opportunity to support your community. Thank you. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Rashika. Yeah, so everyone who is interested in education can also contact EduShare for more information and also activities later on. All right, thanks a lot. Again, I will also go towards the next one, which is Seni Lingkungan. Right, so I will call Racinta, JD, Adi, and Michelle. So right now, who is yep, anyone? So Racinta, JD, Adi, and Michelle. So who's gonna be presenting right now? Oh, Racinta, I think we cannot hear your voice. Maybe some other group members, you wanna chime in? Yep. So maybe other groups, if you want to chime in to help Racinta. Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, I'll share my screen again then. Okay. Hi, I'm Rashinta, and I'll be presenting about our project, Seni Lingkungan. So our group is comprised of 4 members. I'm Rashinta, and we also have Michelle, Jedi, and Adi, and we're all in grade 11, except for Michelle, who's in grade 10. So as we know, plastic pollution has negatively impacted our world for decades, and it has been harming our environment in ways that we've never imagined. People can be reluctant to dispose of recyclable material because of how inconvenient it can be. And therefore, our vision and mission is to incentivize plastic recycling by providing communities and neighborhoods easy access to recycling bins. We also aim to promote the use of recycled goods to create unique and fashionable items in order to boost local craftwork that showcases the importance of sustainable living.
So how will we do this? We'll be creating a reusable waste distribution system in Lebak Bulus, and people in this neighborhood can dispose of their plastic trash. This includes coffee packaging or shampoo packages, stuff like this. And the neighborhood will be informed quarterly about what is needed by craftsmen who we will contact, and these craftsmen will be able to create unique goods out of the trash collected by the neighborhood. And this can range from like plastic trash to, let's say, string or really anything that a craftsman would need. And the neighborhood can place these items in a bin that we provide, and we'll also be collecting this monthly or bi-monthly, and then it will be sent to the local craftsman by either one of our team members or by Gojek, which is probably the easiest way to do this. Every quarter, we will be introducing a new theme to promote by selling the goods/artwork sources locally. And these goods will be sold through Instagram, which is an accessible platform for everyone, and it will also gain traction. And all the profits will be retained at our club for future promotion or marketing efforts. And our first theme would be making sustainable bags created using coffee packaging or plastic shampoo packages. And you can join us. Some member benefits include it would be a great way to help the environment. And you would also gain organizational skills. And obviously you can help your environment and be more active in your community. And you'd also be supporting local people because you'd be helping them sell their products. Ways that you can join us would be to start your own chapter. So by joining the club, you can start your own plastic distribution system in your own area. Another way would be to work with a local craftsman. So you can contact us and you can mention a local craftsman that you admire, and you can help us organize the distribution system that would be sent to them. And you can also sort out waste. So the bins would obviously need sorting, and we would need people to help us sort the waste. So you can help us do this. And you can scan this QR code and it will bring you to a Google form, which you can fill out. Or you can also DM us on Instagram at seni.lingkungan if you'd like to join us. Yeah, thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, Rajinta. I think this project is really cool, especially if you're interested, in issues related to environment. This is a really great initiative. Thank you so much. Yep. So of course, for the others, I will also remind you guys that we will be able to connect directly to the students right after this on Discord. And yep, quickly moving on to another group, Business Hour. So Business Hour consists of JD, Adi, Dylan, and Vincent, right? So, okay, JD, thank you. Can go ahead.
Okay, hi everyone, my name is JD and I'm going to be talking about our club Business Hour. So what are we? We are a business club for young individuals who wish to learn more about business and entrepreneurship. Our club conducts activities every 2 weeks, which let
Okay,
our
sorry for
members learn more about business.
Sorry for interrupting, JD, but I think your voice is a little bit glitchy, right? I think. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah, maybe other group members, if you want to come and help JD, because I think the voice is a little bit breaking out.
JD, you good?
Yeah, Dylan or Vincent, maybe you can help for a while he's trying to fix the internet.
Please wait a moment. I'm trying to find the
Yeah.
slides.
Okay, do you want to yeah, I can assist you with the slides if you want.
All right, that would be nice.
Is this clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Okay, so yep, please go ahead, Dylan.
So what are we? We are a business club that has meetings every 2 weeks. Our activities include us talking to each other as we give our ideas relating to business topics. We nearly have 20 members right now, so if you would like to join, please contact me, Jedi, or our 2 other group members. Next. Our vision and mission. The goal of our club is to broaden our members' knowledge about business, as well as the current business-related events happening around us. We want to build a sizable club where our members can have fun with questions and help others learn. Next. As you can see, here are some images where we discuss our ideas. Next. Some of our discussion topics are successful businesses around the world and what gives them their edge, how the pandemic has affected different industries, how businesses globally have adapted to the pandemic, different businesses management theories, and noteworthy past marketing campaigns by businesses. So, what are the benefits of joining our club? Well, you could learn more about business and keep up with the current business-related news, develop research and communication skills, make connections with new people, and you could add this to your resume for university. Several ways to contact us are by using WhatsApp, Instagram, or by email. Next. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dylan. I think, and also other groups. Yeah, I think for business hour, your main activity is discussion about current topics, right, related to business. And I think I will also invite everyone to join the Discord platform once again to meet this group after this. So thank you, JD. Thank you, Dylan, for the presentation. Yep. So I will be calling the next one, which is somnolence. Yeah, I think this one is quite different from the others because this one is talking more about life sciences. So far, we haven't really heard about anyone in this field before, right? So yeah, Ariel or Ashley, you can go ahead.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So hi, my name is Ariel. So I'm going to explain about the group that me and some of my friends formed, that is somnolence. So why we created this group is actually to educate and communicate science in an easy way. So we aim to help people understand the importance of sleep. And although we are mainly focusing on sleep science right now, we hope to branch out to different topics in the future. And our idea on this is that maybe we're going to have something like a series on lifestyle. So right now we might be talking about sleep science, but in the future we could be talking about nutrition or exercise. So our project, or basically our plan on this, is mostly to do it through Instagram. So we're going to post research-based posts about sleep so people can learn more about it. And although we're doing most of our information sharing through Instagram, we do hope to take on different forms as well. Like, for example, we're going to have a short talk about sleep chronotypes later today. So I hope you all can join us on that. So what have we done? We did a survey so we can first learn about what people are more interested in so that we can target our posts based on that. So on the left, that's our Google Docs where we have some of our summarizations where we're planning to turn into posts. And on the right, that's our Instagram. If you want to follow us, it's at somno.lens. So how to join us? We do have some entry requirements, that is to have the basic abilities of using technology, since we will be dealing with Instagram, Google Docs, Canva, or your preferred medium.
And you should also be passionate in research and or life sciences. So our two general different role requirements right now is basically summarization. You should be able to condense and summarize information based off articles. And two, you should be, if you want to design the post, you should be able to make it look interesting. So this is our Google form. Later I can put it in the chat box. So why should you actually join our group? Well, it can be good for your CV, and not to mention you can gain experience and collaboration skills. Not only that, you can create connections to people of the same interests. I think these are particularly important skills because you don't know who you'll be working with in the future, and you can learn collaboration skills here. Not only that, you can also create network. And I think that's one of the most important things in the future where you have your career. So discover the science behind your lifestyle. Like, why should you drink a certain amount of water a day, or why should you sleep this and that hour a day? What's the science behind it? Thanks for listening.
Again, many students that are interested in life sciences, maybe right now you're more towards the sleep science, and maybe you will touch upon other topics as well. So yeah, thank you for the presentation. I think it's very interesting. Okay, I'll move on to the next group then. Yeah, we have Dart. Right, so I think I'll call Tim and Farrell. This is, yep. Hi. Yep, your voice is clear. Okay. So what's your project is about, Farrell and Tim?
I can't share screen. Can you help me with that?
Oh yeah, wait. Yep, sure. All right, let me. Okay, I'll help you share the screen. A second. Here you go. Yeah, Farrell, is it
okay? Yeah. So Dart. Our group name is Dart, and we're basically a group of mathematical students who wishes to apply maths to the real world through the use of research. Next slide. So our group consists of two mathematical students with similar interests in applied mathematics and specifically actuarial science. We work as a team to conduct research as we process raw data to assist the health insurance industry with valuable information as we assess coronary heart disease risk. Our mission is to create a research article guided by the predictive mathematical model that we obtain by analyzing process data using statistical methods. Next. So the purpose of this research is to predict the occurrence of coronary heart disease within a person's lifetime, and it's given by their risk factors, such as whether they smoke and other risk factors which we might not know actually impacts. So why coronary heart disease? It's because it's responsible for the most deaths in Indonesia and USA, etc. Next slide. So just an overview, our project calculates risk of coronary heart disease and processes data using statistical methods and also with a slight assistance of computers. And so there's going to be several predictive models obtained after these statistical methods, and results will be processed and interpreted through statistical reasoning. So the interpretations will be written and communicated through a research article. So how will we carry out this project? Firstly, it's coming up with a research topic, then gathering the right statistical data and stored in a database, and cleaning the data. So all three of those are done. And right now we're visualizing and modeling the data points statistically. And then eventually we will statistically reject the less accurate models through reasoning, and the best model will be referred to for the research article. So here's just a bit of footages from our project. As you can see from the left-hand side, there are several missing values in which we dealt with with them. And next slide. So we're utilizing several statistical tests and methods. Includes regression models, chi-squared test, goodness of fit, and as well as Spearman's rank correlation. There might be several more which we will use eventually. So if you're interested in joining us, then we seek for high schoolers which are mathematically talented, especially with strong statistical skills, a basic knowledge of and awareness of coronary heart disease, and also an understanding of risk and possibly insurance as well, and an ability to communicate and write in fluent English. And you should also be willing to dedicate time and effort to contribute towards this project. So why should you join us? The benefits are an experience in applying maths and stats to real world problems, since not many people are able to do this during their high school, and most people have simply only wrote exams and solved math problems which their teachers gave. So it's a new experience for quite a lot of people, and you will get enhanced skills with you'll enhance your skills within the fields of statistics, actuarial science, as well as data science. And last but not least, it gives you better credentials for your CV and resume. So if you're willing to
I think your voice is missing.
So if you're willing to join us, just contact us on Discord and make sure you include your name, age, and school year, strengths and capabilities, and why you want to join us. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Tim and Farrell. So exciting about your research as well. Yeah, more information coming in Discord, yeah, after this. All right, so on to the next one. So Edu now. Also Timothy, Vincent, and Rashika. If you can share your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so my group is called Edu Now, and it consists of me, Timothy, and Vincent. Our vision and mission is that we're a group of students who aim to create a platform that will act as a platform for students where they can ask and answer each other's questions, provide links and books, and overall act as a forum where ideas and help can be exchanged. We hope to be able to provide a channel for students to connect with others who share similar interests and reach out to others in the long run. And the forum will initially be in the form of a website. So the website will have a Q&A feature. This will be the forum part. It'll have used book selling features, a channel for students interested in engineering and other subjects and topics. We'll provide links and book recommendations and also homework help. So this is basically what we have now. And we'll gain users starting with our network, our own network, which is our friends and family. And then we'll use networking platforms such as LinkedIn, Instagram, and other online organizations. You can join us by DMing us on our Instagram, which is EduNow, or you can use this QR code, or you can sign this form using this QR code. So members' benefits include experience in building a platform, building your team working skills, and it can also enhance your CV. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Rashika, for the presentation. So yeah, this is more towards also an education platform and also engineering. And I will go towards the next group then, host Q, right? I think I'll call Helena. And also, I think they have Esther and also Maggie, right? Yes. Please go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Rosley and I'm here with my partners Helena Helga and Esther Christie. We are PAUSEQ. We're the founders of PAUSEQ. What is PAUSEQ? PAUSEQ is a youth-led nonprofit organization founded by a group of high school students, and we aim to help provide better living conditions for stray animals by fundraising and spreading awareness.
Our mission is to raise awareness and provide better living conditions for stray animals in our community and beyond through education and promotion of animal welfare. And we envision a future where animals can live at peace along with humans, a future where people not only value the well-being of stray animals in their community, but also care enough to lend a helping hand, therefore together creating a society ready to serve as a home for these neglected animals. As for our project and what we've done so far we focused on developing a social media presence. And to do so, we started an Instagram account where we post weekly regarding animal welfare related issues. And yeah, next slide.
If you're interested in joining us, you can choose between these three teams. The public relations team will focus on maintaining a good public image. The creative team will focus on design, social media, and other events in the future. And the sales and product design team will mainly focus on producing a unique product worth selling to raise funds. The jobs in the sales department can involve marketing, taking in orders, and involving yourself into all the stages of running a business, all of which could be important to learn early on. In the near future, we plan on producing pet-friendly products such as treats, garments, and more. We have made dog-safe cupcakes, which we plan on possibly putting up for sale in the future. The proceeds of our fundraising would go to either donation to various animal shelter in the country or to purchase food for stray animals for us to personally go around different neighborhoods to feed the stray dogs and cats in those areas.
If you want to know more about current animal welfare issues, feel free to visit our Instagram page, pausq.id, and give us a follow. We're also looking for ambitious students, passionate in animal welfare, and also interested to learn and experience working in a business organization. If you love and care for animals as much as we do, come join us and become a member. In the link above, or later on in the chat, you can find our link tree where they'll be provided a job description along with our application form you could fill if you're interested in becoming a member. Also, don't be shy to join us in our Discord later on if there's anything we could clarify for you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, PostQ. Yeah, so I think this is also quite different from the other groups. Yeah, we can also, make some clubs that is not only about your academic interest, but also with your personal interest. If you're interested in animals, in any other any other hobbies or like interests or issues, you can also join clubs like PostQ. Yeah, thank you so much, and I'll go to the next group. I think this is the second last group we have today. So for environment, yeah, I would call this group. So I think we have Karim and also Karen as well, Shelby. Yes, thank you very much. And Rashika, yes.
Yeah, so my name is Shelby, and I'm going to be presenting for my group environment. My group consists of me, Rashika, Karim, and Karen. So our group is a youth-led organization that aims to raise awareness of environmental issues through social media. We plan to partner with organizations that provide solutions to environmental issues and spark change. Our social media revolves around sharing recent information and news globally and locally. We hope to welcome everyone and will be able to get involved with environment. Our vision is to raise awareness of environmental issues happening both globally and locally, which will be achieved through regular Instagram posts on different environmental issues and a podcast discussing about these issues as well. So again, our project is Instagram posts. We have already started posting some on our Instagram, and we will raise awareness to current relevant and environmental issues. And our podcast will discuss about these environmental issues as well. So this, our Instagram handle name called Environment 1, and we have already started posting. This is a QR code if you guys want to join us later. So these are an example of the posts we have made so far, explaining our vision, mission, and who are we. And these are some examples also about our posts that we will be posting soon. So for our podcast, we will cover topics like an introduction to our team, current environmental issues happening, how can we do to help, and more. It will be uploaded on Spotify and YouTube, and the host will include everyone on the team. So how can you join our club? You can scan the QR code where you sign a Google form, and you can fill out the name, age, basic requirements, and finally a question and why you're interested in joining. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Shelby and Environment Group. That would be an interesting approach to environment issues. And yep, I think we go to the last group for today. Back to relief, right? So we have Rachinta, Dylan, and Karim, right?
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Dylan, do you want to start us off?
Hello everyone, my name is Dylan and I am from Back to Relief. Next slide. So, what is Back to Relief? What is our vision and mission? As high school students who spend most of our time in our seats, we aim to create a device that will easily attach to a chair that will prevent backache while sitting down. Through its thoughtful design, this device will promote good posture and enable individuals of all ages to feel comfortable while they are doing daily tasks. Next. Our team consists of me, Karim, and Rashinta.
So how will our product work? We'll be using an existing product, which is this back posture corrector, and we'll be elevating it by adding small weight sensors. This is a weight sensor down the spine of the corrector, and we'll also be adding LED lights around it. So basically, how it works is if your back is fully on the seat, it would mean that the weight sensors will detect your back on it. So this means that your posture is correct and that you won't have any like backaches or anything. However, if your back is not correctly on the seat, then the weight sensors will not detect this, and the LED lights will flash red. So this will basically ensure that you are using the the back corrector correctly, and this way you can prevent backaches and game or work as long as you want.
All right. So lastly, if you guys would like to join our team, you can contact Dylan or myself. You can contact our WhatsApp, or later when we're in the Discord, you can contact us through there. Here are some benefits of joining Back to Relief. Firstly, it'll help with critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. It'll help your uni resume, and lastly, improve your communication skills since you're going to be working with us. So thank you guys for listening and hope you have a great day.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, from Back to Relief. I think this is really, your project really lifts up your name. So just curious, any kind of prototypes or samples that we can see for this one?
Yeah, so for that, we're still looking for in the process of buying the materials for actually making it. So we haven't started on the prototype yet, but we're looking for the materials for it.
Okay. So yeah, I think for everyone here that is interested in engineering, making useful products, functional products, and also if you're a gamer itself, I think that would be helpful to have a very comfortable chairs for you to sit like whole day maybe. Yeah, thank you so much, Back to Relief. And I think before we really move on to the Discord platform, I would like to call, is Dhanendra here? Hi, Dhanendra. If you're here, can you unmute yourself? Okay, I think, oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello, yeah. So, okay, Dhanendra, if you're if you want to right now introduce the book that you're launching.
All right, yeah. Let me just present for a while.
Yep.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so let me just start. All right, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm the Ninja, and during this pandemic, I'm pretty sure all of you guys have been doing like weird things. Like our parents have been like, like being interested in plants and everything. So, and my personal experience during this pandemic is writing a book. Well, I've never actually written a book before, so this is well, technically this is my first book. So I'm really excited to launch it. Sorry. Oh, all right. So the book is called Two Friends, No Words. It is about a teenager, Andrew Hartfeld, who finds a new dilemma in his life when his lifelong crush and best friend, Charlotte, gets together with the hotshot in town. And throughout his journey, he discovers a side that he never knew he had. So as you can see, the overall genre of the story is like romance and a bit of drama. So I would I would highly recommend this to teenagers or like young adults who are interested in stories about a relationship or going through maybe you have like a relationship problem or anything like that. I think this book is would really fit well with you. It's only 65 pages and it has 10 chapters. So I think I've decided to well I find that people don't like to read because they're really long and some people they just don't have the time to do that. So because my market is for like teenagers, especially Gen Z. So I've decided to make it like short, so to keep you interested throughout the whole journey. And this is how to buy. You can just contact this number right here, which is me. The soft copy is 50K, the hard copy is 85K, without the sorry, not including the delivery fee. So let's say if your delivery fee is 15K, then you're gonna have to pay 100K. Um, the you, once you contact my number, I'll give you the bank account where you can transfer your money. And the hard copy orders are closing in time, so get yours now.
Okay, so excited to read your book. Yeah, I think I will also invite everyone to contact Dhanendra after this to get your copy. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for every group. I think this is nearing the end of this session in Zoom, but then of course we will go towards the startup fair right on Discord. So, but just a bit, just a few minutes before we really go to the Discord platform, I would invite every audience over here to just give a shout out to us. Give us what your thoughts are about this session. Going through from the personal brand till the exploration part, which is right now the student startup fair and pitch. Yeah, you can click on the link or scan the barcode on the screen to get, and then you will be directed into a Google form where you can just answer some questions for the feedback that would be very valuable to us. Right. So in the meantime, I think I will also invite every student who were just presenting over here. You can maybe focus more on the Discord platform as we will go there in a few minutes. Yeah, and I think in the chat box, you can also find the link for the feedback. Yep, please just click on the link and then you will be directed to the feedback form. And just a very quick, again, a reminder for our upcoming programs. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is for the Startup Fair. I will go back to this platform in a minute. Yeah, just to get you through the Discord platform. And yeah, after the break, we will have some project showcase from Dawn. I think you've heard their presentation earlier about their Chrome extension for colorblind people with colorblind, and also from Somnolence, which will be talking about sleep chronotypes. Yeah, so I guess after this we will open the Discord platform for around like 1 hour, and at the same time you can also grab your lunch, grab a drink, and also have some quick rest before we go here in the same link in this Zoom meeting room at 2:20, where we will have the special project showcase. All right, and yeah, I think I'll just check with everyone is if anyone needs some more time on the feedback form. Just scan or like click the link shown on the link. If the link is on the chat box, yeah. So if you wanna click that, or you can scan the barcode over here. Just take like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then yeah. So this is what I've been talking quite a lot. So for the student Starbucks fair, we will be opening. I think we've opened the platform just now. So for everyone, once you get into the Discord platform, you will be asked with your username, yeah, and then like you can be freely roaming around the server. You will see different virtual rooms. Yeah, you will see the names of the clubs that they have been presenting before, like AMPAS, POSQ, right, Business Hour, Business Lab, and any other groups. You can definitely find them there, and also you will find the students staying in their voice channel. Yeah, or if you want to have some more information, you can go to the text channel to see some of their posters or contact details. Right. I probably will share a bit on the Discord platform if you're still confused or like you cannot access that one. Simply click on the link and then you will be directed to the Discord platform, and this is what you will see. Let me share my screen as well. Yeah, in a few minutes I will also go to the main stage in the Discord platforms, and also I think this Zoom link will be stayed open. Yeah, and I will share just the welcome screen. So yep, I think if you click the link, you will be directed here, and then for more information you can go to the info and help over here. Yeah, and then you will have like some basic information. Again, from now till April 17, this server will be open. You can ask questions directly, apply for membership or positions, get to know more about how you can explore your interests. And also you can scroll down in the left-hand side. You see the name of the clubs over here. And yeah, I think I will call upon like other existing members to also like sometimes you can go into the voice channel just to tell the audience that you're currently online, yeah, and you're ready to chat, right? And yeah, I think enjoy this fair and keep exploring. So I think I will stop sharing this. Yep. Any questions so far? I mean, like any problems going to the Discord platform? Or yeah, I think for the students, please feel free to maybe disconnect from here, and then you can stay tuned on Discord. I will go there in a minute, just to assist everyone who has some questions or some problems in their migration to Discord. Yeah, saying thank you for everyone as well to for joining us in the personal brand session and also this one in the student personal project fair. Make sure that you fill in the feedback form just now. You can still access the link on the chat box. All right, so with that being said, I think I will leave this Zoom meeting for everyone else. Please go to the Discord platform. I will see you there in a few minutes. And yeah, I think we will be having an extended break as well. And then we will be going back here in the same Zoom link by 2:20. Okay, so is everything okay? I can move to the Discord platform, yeah, I think. Thank you everyone for staying in here in the session. Yep. So I'll be signing out. I'll go to the Discord platform. See you guys.